Hello basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to have a really good heart-to-heart talk with you about positioning in basketball. So I get a lot of questions every single day about what position should I play. This comes from people on Reddit, this comes from people here on my YouTube channel, emailing me, people who I train even here in Hamilton in real life, and even players who I'm training over Skype. If you want custom basketball practice plans and training plans, go check out the link in the description. But this is a question that I get asked a ton. What player or what position should I play? And my answer is always, it comes down to what you really want to play, what your team needs, but also you have to think about the future as well. You cannot be just thinking right now in the current time, hey, I'm 13 years old, I'm 6 feet tall, I'm going to be a center, I should train like a center. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a story behind myself. I was 6 feet tall in grade 6. I'm now 6'2" at the age of 29. I never really grew after grade 6. I grew a fantastic 2 inches, which is like that much. I didn't grow that much. I grew outwards, but I really didn't grow that much after grade 6. If I was to continue training like a center, which is a mistake that I personally made from grade 6 to grade 9, I was training like a center. That's all I did. Low post strength, low post conditioning, low post moves, everything. That's all I trained in. Now, if you're a player who is 6 feet tall in grade 6, or if you're 6 feet tall in grade 8, or whatever you may be, or even if you're like 5'4" in grade 8, it doesn't matter. Don't just train in the position that you're playing right now. I would say if you're training, for example, every day, some players do train every single day. Do 75%, so about 5 days of the week out of the 7, train for your position that you're playing right now. And then those other 2 days, train for other positions. Now, the reason why I say this is because when I was in grade 10 going into grade 11, I was making a transition because of my height from center down to a guard. And when I reached into grade 12, I was still at my high school level. I was still playing in that small forward, power forward position, but in club basketball outside of school, I was playing point guard and shooting guard. When we went down to the States for AAU, for the AAU team that we created ourselves, because a few of we didn't really have that much AAU up here in Canada at the time, I was playing point guard / shooting guard. I was really spending most of my time playing point guard. And that's a drastic change from center. And being a center, you're really not moving that much on the court. You've got a lot of strength to you because you need to battle in the low post against players who are taller and stronger than you. But you really don't have the ball handling skills needed for point guard, and you don't really have the passing skills, and you may not have the shooting skills. I had the shooting skills, so I was all set there, which got me really well suited to the shooting guard position. And I'm still a very good set shooter, but I still don't shoot amazingly off the dribble. That's something I'm still working on, and even if you're 30, 40, 50 years old and you're still playing basketball and you're watching this video, always work on your game, no matter what, because you can always get better. But going from there, if you are a 5'11", 5'4", let's say 5'4" player in grade 8, grade 9, definitely still be trained to be a point guard, but also train to be a small forward, train to be a center as well. The reason why you want to do this is, especially at the high school level, you may be stuck in the low post off of a switch in defense, or you may be stuck in the low post against a tall player you just got stuck down there off of a screen and roll or something, and now you need to try and score on that tall player because maybe you're the best scorer on the team. So keep things like that in mind. When I went down to the States for the D-League training camp, Erie Bayhawks, I came off of a screen and roll, and then I was posting up a 7'1" Australian center. He was huge. I was also on the heavier side. I was 200 pounds. I'm not a traditional point guard in terms of being 6'2" and 170 pounds. I'm 6'2" and my playing weight was 200 pounds. So I was more on the stockier side like Kyle Lowry was a few years ago. However, because of my history and knowledge of the low post, I was still able to draw a double team because I was really posting, like, I did like a 3 dribble move on him, and I was able to make him move quite a bit back so that I got him pinned underneath the rim. And that's when I draw a double team, and I was able to kick it out to a player for a 3-point shot. So even if you're stuck in the low post, you don't have to be set in stone to score. You just need to be able to draw in a double team so that you can get another player open. So you really need to rethink how you want to think about positioning in basketball, and that is train for every position. 75% of your time should be training for the position you play right now, and then 25% of your time should be positioning yourself to train for the positions that you may be playing in the future. If you're taller now, you may be shorter later, and if you're shorter now, you may be taller later, or you might just be stuck at another position on the court temporarily for maybe 1, 2, or 3 possessions in a game. And with having the knowledge and the skills to be able to run that position really well, it's going to set you apart. Now, keeping in mind as well, look at players like Nikola Jokic. Even though he is a fantastic center, he's a very strong center, he's able to make that pass. He has the ball handling skills to be able to really take it to other centers who don't have the defensive skills to be able to guard him out on that mid-range area or even the 3-point line area. Another player is Marc Gasol. He's able to make those passes because of the knowledge he has of being able to pass the ball. He probably did a lot of training in being able to pass the ball. So just keep things like that in mind. Don't just train for the position you're playing right now. Train for all of them. And if you don't know the position that you're training for, definitely do some research and maybe even say, okay, I'm going to look up some forward drills. I'm going to train 33% of my time there, 33% of my time as a guard, and 33% of my time as a center, and you just may become a hybrid type player that many teams are looking for right now. Like, look at LeBron James, 6'9", I think he is, and he's going to be playing point guard this year, coming up soon for the LA Lakers. Like, other than him and Magic Johnson, those guys are traditional forwards, and back in Magic Johnson's day, a center. So keep something like that in mind. I hope that this video helps you become a better basketball player. If it does, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Twice a Day basketball video.